Hi. So far we have seen few problems in correlation and regression. Now let's see this problem. Show that if theta is the angle between the regression lines, then tan theta is equal to sigma x into sigma y by sigma x square plus sigma y square into 1 minus r square by r. Okay. So we have to prove this. This is a repeated university question. So we know that tan theta is equal to m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m1 m2. Remember, this m1 and m2 are the slopes of the line, and we have this formula only when theta is acute. Okay, so we are going to make use of this formula to prove the desired result. What is the standard equation of a straight line? Y is equal to mx plus c. Since we have two regression lines, let the first one be y is equal to m1x plus c1 and second one be y2 is equal to m2x plus c2. These are the two regression lines. Remember, one is y on x, the other one is x on y. What are those two regression lines? Y minus y bar is equal to r into sigma y by sigma x into x minus x bar. In the beginning, in the first video, I have given two formulas for the regression lines. Here you might have written summation xy in the numerator. That is one version, and this is another version with standard deviation. Since in your question you have to prove in terms of sigma y and sigma x, I am going to use this formula. Similarly, x minus x bar is equal to r into sigma x by sigma y into y minus y bar. When you are writing the formula, if the left hand side x is there, right hand side denominator y. If y is there in the left hand side denominator, x term will be there. So please be careful with the formula. So these are the two regression lines. From these lines, I am going to take the slope. We are just going to compare. Y is equal to mx plus c. In the place of m1, what I have? R into sigma y by sigma x. This is my first slope. Okay. So y1 is equal to m1x plus c1. I am comparing this with this equation. Okay. So I am comparing this first equation and the first regression line. So in the place of m1, that is along with x, m1 is there. Here along with x we have r into sigma y by sigma x is there. So I have written m1 is equal to r into sigma y by sigma x. Remember, the second equation is y2 is equal to m2x plus c2, but here it is in terms of x. So first we have to convert to this format. Okay. So what is y? Y minus y bar is equal to, this will come down, x minus x bar divided by r into sigma x by sigma y. It is there in the division. Same thing we have written here. So y minus y bar is equal to sigma y by r into sigma x into x minus x bar. So when this comes down, then sigma y will go to the numerator. R will come to the denominator, r and sigma x. Because this is coming down, denominator this sigma y will go up. So sigma y into x minus x bar by r into sigma x is equal to y minus y bar. So we are rewriting this. So now this is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. Now you can take the second slope, that is m2 as coefficient of x, sigma y by r into sigma x. Okay. So the common mistake they do is this, they will take it as m1, this they will take it as m2. No. From this equation we are taking directly because it is of the form y is equal to mx plus c. Got it? So here this is not in the format y is equal to, so we are changing it and then taking m. So if your m1 and m2 is correct, then you are done with the proof. Just you have to substitute in the tan theta formula. So substituting we get tan theta is equal to m2 minus m1 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. So this is in multiplication, r and r will get cancelled. Denominator will get sigma y square by sigma x square, 1 plus sigma y square by sigma x square. Okay. So what will happen to the numerator? Sigma y by sigma x, I am taking it common. So 1 by r minus r will come in the numerator, and in the denominator we have 1 plus sigma y square divided by sigma x square. Now we have to just simplify it to get the desired result. So sigma y by sigma x is equal to, we are taking LCM, 1 minus r square by r Denominator also we are taking LCM because it was 1 plus, right? So sigma x square plus sigma y square divided by sigma x square. Okay. So numerator this sigma x and denominator sigma x square, one term will get cancelled. This will come overall here. So this will become sigma x. These two got cancelled. So denominator we clearly got sigma x square plus sigma y square, and numerator is 1 sigma y into sigma x, and this is a leftover term. So hence we got the required result. Those who are finding tough to solve it by LCM or something, directly you memorize this, write down the result, and you can merge these two lines. So one more observation is, if this r value is exactly plus 1 or minus 1, okay, then in that case what will happen to tan theta? Because coefficient of correlation varies from minus 1 to plus 1. If it's a plus 1, we call it as a positive correlation, perfect positive correlation, and if it's minus 1, we call it as a perfect negative correlation. So if this r value becomes either completely plus 1 or completely minus 1, in that case numerator will become 1 minus 1, 0, and tan theta will become 0. When tan theta will become 0? When theta becomes 0. What do you mean by theta becoming 0? Because we are talking about the angle between the two regression lines. So when the angle becomes 0, it means those two regression lines exactly coincide. Correct? Same way, if r is equal to 0, what will happen here? Denominator becomes 0, tan theta value will become, anything by 0 is infinity, therefore theta is 90 degree. It means regression lines are perpendicular. So we have say two regression lines, and say so this is one regression line and this is another regression line, and we are talking about this angle theta. So when r is plus 1 or minus 1, two regression lines is going to coincide. There is no angle between them. Okay. So if it becomes 90 degree, so this is theta. So exactly when theta is 90 degree means two regression lines are perpendicular. So it means they are not at all correlated. If r is 0 means there is no correlation between them. Now see a problem based on this. If coefficient of correlation between two variables of x and y is 0.5 and the angle between the lines of regression is tan inverse 3 by 5. They have given theta, okay, they have given r. Show that sigma y is equal to 2 into sigma x and sigma x is equal to 2 into sigma y. Since they gave theta as tan inverse of 3 by 5, we have to use this formula. Directly you can memorize this and use this. Tan theta is sigma y into sigma x by sigma x square plus sigma y square into 1 minus r square by r. We know r is 0.5, and here we want theta. If theta is tan inverse of 35, so tan theta is if theta is tan inverse of 3 by 5, tan theta is nothing but 3 by 5. So we have written that on this side. So now we are going to use a clue. We have to simplify this and we have to prove that sigma y is equal to 2 into sigma x and sigma x is equal to 2 into sigma y. Here we are going to do the simplification. If you just cross multiply this, 5 into sigma y by sigma x is equal to 2 into sigma x square plus sigma y square. This 2 is common for both, that is why we have multiplied and taken this. Bring everything to the other side. This 5 sigma y by sigma x, if I bring it to the other side, it will become minus 5. Okay. Now you can take these terms, you can split this as minus 5 as minus 4 into sigma x sigma y minus sigma x sigma y. So these two will become minus 5. Now we are simplifying this further down by taking 2 sigma x common. We got sigma x minus 2 sigma y. Here we are taking minus sigma y common. So we are getting sigma x minus 2 sigma y. Okay. Now these two terms are same. So if I take this common, left over 2 sigma x will be there, minus sigma y will be there. So a into b is equal to 0. Correct. So in the first case, if this becomes 0, then 2 sigma x is equal to sigma y, and if this becomes 0, sigma x is equal to 2 sigma y. This is what we have to prove. So like this, problems will be there based on this, but the proof that what we have seen as tan theta, that is very important. Thank you.